George Foreman was born in Marshall, Texas in 1949. From a young age, life was a struggle for him and his family. Growing up in a large family, George was one of 7 children. His mother, Nancy, worked tirelessly to provide for them, but it was never easy. The family moved to Houston, Texas, when George was still a child, seeking better opportunities. He had a tough childhood. The streets of Houston were rough, and George often found himself in trouble. He was a big kid, and his size made him a target for bullies, but it also gave him a certain level of respect among his peers. Despite his tough exterior, George struggled with feelings of inadequacy and anger. He grew up in poverty in Houston. The family lived in the 5th Ward, a neighborhood known for its high crime rates and economic challenges. George's environment was one where survival was the primary goal. He often skipped school and spent his days on the streets, learning the hard lessons of life. Foreman often got into trouble on the streets. He was involved in petty crimes and street fights which led to multiple run-ins with the law. His future seemed bleak, and he was on a path that many young men in his neighborhood followed, one that often led to jail or worse. He dropped out of school at 15. Education was not a priority for George at the time. He felt disconnected from the traditional school system and saw no value in it. His focus was on surviving day to day and finding ways to make money, even if it meant engaging in illegal activities. Foreman joined the Job Corps. This decision marked a turning point in his life. The Job Corps was a government program designed to help young people from disadvantaged backgrounds gain job skills and education. For George, it was a chance to escape the cycle of poverty and crime that had defined his early years. The Job Corps was a government program. It provided vocational training, education, and support to young people who needed a second chance. George took this opportunity seriously. He saw it as a way to turn his life around and build a better future for himself. It helped young people learn job skills. George learned various trades, but it was in the Job Corps that he discovered his true passion: boxing. The program not only gave him practical skills but also instilled in him a sense of discipline and purpose that he had never known before. It was in the Job Corps that Foreman found boxing. He was introduced to the sport by a counselor who saw potential in his physical strength and raw power. Boxing became an outlet for George's aggression and a way to channel his energy positively. He started training under Doc Broadus. Doc was a former boxer and a dedicated coach who took George under his wing. He saw the potential in George and worked tirelessly to hone his skills. Under Doc's guidance, George transformed from a troubled youth into a disciplined athlete. Foreman quickly learned to box. He had raw power. His natural strength and determination set him apart from other young boxers. He trained hard, often spending hours in the gym perfecting his technique and building his stamina. He had a strong will. George's determination and work ethic were unmatched. He was driven by a desire to prove himself and to rise above the circumstances of his early life. This drive propelled him forward and fueled his success in the ring. He rose through the amateur ranks. George's talent and hard work paid off as he quickly made a name for himself in the amateur boxing world. He competed in numerous matches, winning most of them and gaining recognition as a formidable opponent. He won the gold medal at the 1968 Olympics in Mexico City. This victory was a defining moment in George's life. It not only validated his decision to pursue boxing but also marked the beginning of his journey to becoming a world champion. Foreman turned professional after the Olympics. With his Olympic success behind him, George set his sights on the professional boxing world. He was determined to continue his winning streak and to make a name for himself as one of the greatest boxers of all time. Foreman entered the professional boxing world with a bang. He had his first professional fight in 1969. He knocked out Don Waldheim in the 3rd round. This started a streak of victories. Foreman was a force of nature. He was known for his punching power. He intimidated his opponents. They were scared before the fight even started. Foreman kept winning. He won his first 37 fights. He knocked out almost all of his opponents. He became a feared contender for the heavyweight title. George Foreman was on the path to greatness. From his early days, he showed immense potential and a fierce determination to succeed. His journey was not just about physical strength but also about mental fortitude and resilience. Foreman trained tirelessly, honing his skills and preparing for the challenges that lay ahead. He got his chance at the heavyweight title in 1973. This was a pivotal moment in his career, a chance to prove himself on the world stage. The anticipation was palpable, and the boxing community was abuzz with excitement. He fought Joe Frazier, the reigning champion. Frazier was a formidable opponent, known for his relentless style and powerful punches. The bout was highly anticipated, with fans and analysts eagerly awaiting the clash of these two titans. The fight was in Jamaica. The atmosphere was electric, with fans from all over the world gathering to witness this historic event. The tropical setting added a unique flavor to the already intense showdown. Foreman was a huge underdog. Many doubted his ability to dethrone Frazier, but Foreman remained undeterred. He believed in his training, his strategy, and most importantly, in himself. But Foreman shocked the world. With a display of sheer power and precision, he dominated the fight from the start. His punches were like sledgehammers, each one landing with devastating effect. He knocked down Frazier 6 times in the first 2 rounds. It was a brutal and relentless assault, leaving Frazier with little chance to recover. The crowd was in awe of Foreman's performance. The referee stopped the fight. It was clear that Frazier could not continue, and Foreman was declared the winner. The victory was a testament to Foreman's hard work and determination. Foreman was the new heavyweight champion of the world. This was a dream come true for him, a culmination of years of dedication and sacrifice. He had reached the pinnacle of the sport. Foreman defended his title twice. Each defense was a demonstration of his skill and dominance in the ring. He faced tough opponents, but none could match his power and determination. He knocked out Jose Roman in 1 round. It was a swift and decisive victory, showcasing Foreman's ability to end fights quickly and efficiently. He knocked out Ken Norton in 2 rounds. Foreman was unstoppable. His reign as champion was marked by a series of impressive victories, each one solidifying his status as one of the greatest boxers of all time. He was on top of the boxing world. Foreman's legacy was cemented, and his name would forever be synonymous with greatness in the sport of boxing. In 1974, George Foreman agreed to fight Muhammad Ali. Ali was a former champion. He was known for his speed and trash-talking. The fight was called the Rumble in the Jungle. It was in Kinshasa, Zaire. Foreman was the favorite. But Ali had a plan. He let Foreman punch himself out. Then Ali knocked out Foreman in the 8th round. It was one of the biggest upsets in boxing history. Foreman was devastated by the loss. He took a break from boxing. He started to question his life. He was searching for something more. Section 5. Finding Purpose Beyond the Ring, Retirement and Spiritual Awakening. After the Ali fight, George Foreman felt lost. He was a fighter without a fight. He retired from boxing in 1977. He was only 28 years old. Foreman found religion during this time. He became a born-again Christian. He dedicated his life to God. He became an ordained minister. He opened a youth center in Houston. Foreman found peace outside of the ring. He was helping young people. He was sharing his faith, but boxing was still in his blood. Section 6. Against all odds, the unthinkable comeback. After 10 years away from boxing, George Foreman decided to make a comeback. He was 38 years old. Many people thought he was too old. They thought he was crazy. Foreman didn't care. He wanted to prove everyone wrong. He wanted to be heavyweight champion again. He started training hard. He got back in fighting shape. Foreman's comeback started slowly. He won some fights. He lost some fights. But he kept learning. He was getting better with age. Section 7. Age is just a number reclaiming heavyweight glory at 45. George Foreman, a name synonymous with power and resilience, embarked on an extraordinary journey that defied the odds and shattered age-related stereotypes. In the world of boxing, where youth and agility often reign supreme, Foreman dared to challenge the status quo. His story is not just about physical prowess, but also about the indomitable spirit that refuses to bow down to the passage of time. George Foreman kept winning fights. Each victory was a testament to his unwavering dedication and relentless training. He wasn't just fighting opponents in the ring, he was battling the preconceived notions of what an athlete could achieve at his age. He was getting closer to another title shot. The media buzzed with excitement and fans began to rally behind him. Foreman's journey was becoming a beacon of hope for many, proving that dreams could be pursued at any stage of life. People started to believe in him again. The cheers grew louder and the support more fervent. Foreman was not just a boxer, he was a symbol of perseverance and hope. He was an inspiration to older people. His story resonated with those who had been told they were past their prime. Foreman showed that age was merely a number, and passion was timeless. In 1994, Foreman got his chance. The stage was set for a historic showdown. The anticipation was palpable as fans and critics alike wondered if Foreman could pull off the impossible. He fought Michael Moorer for the heavyweight title. Moorer, a formidable opponent, was in his prime, and the odds were heavily stacked against Foreman. Foreman was 45 years old. His age was a constant topic of discussion, but Foreman remained unfazed. His focus was unwavering, and his determination unbreakable. Moorer was 26 years old. The age gap was significant, and many doubted Foreman's ability to keep up with the younger, faster Moorer. Foreman was a huge underdog again. The betting odds reflected the skepticism surrounding his chances. But Foreman had been an underdog before, and he thrived in that role. But Foreman shocked the world again. With a powerful right hand, he delivered a punch that would be remembered for generations. He knocked out Moorer in the 10th round. The crowd erupted in disbelief and joy. Foreman had done the unthinkable. He became the oldest heavyweight champion in history. This victory was not just a personal triumph, but a monumental moment in sports history. It was one of the greatest comebacks in sports history. Foreman's journey from a retired boxer to a world champion at 45 is a testament to the power of perseverance, proving that with determination and hard work, anything is possible. Section 8. From the ring to the kitchen, the George Foreman Grill and business success. George Foreman became a global icon. He was known for his boxing, he was known for his faith, he was also known for his grill. The George Foreman Grill was a lean, mean grilling machine. It was a huge success. It made Foreman millions of dollars. He was a successful businessman. Foreman was also a commentator. He was a spokesperson. He was a minister. He was living a full life. Section 9. A legacy of giving back, philanthropy, and community impact. George Foreman's story is one of redemption. It's a story of second chances. It's a story of giving back. Foreman used his success to help others. He continued to support his youth center. He gave to charities. He was a role model for young people. George Foreman is a legend. He's a boxing icon. He's a successful businessman. But most importantly, he's a good man. He has left a lasting legacy on the world.